瑞士队对阵中国队，请您不要走开，精彩赛事期待您的。
中国奥运队
Untitled Chapter
裁判员
Untitled
张东培，发球裁判员
Service Judge
蔡峰杰。
Game. Game.
裁判员 发球裁判员3号场地即将进行的是羽毛球混合团体比赛。日本队发球裁判员黄征。
This is the main stadium of the Universiade in Shenzhen. Today hosts the start of athletic competition at the 26th Universiade. Also on the day 4 program, basketball, volleyball, weightlifting, fencing, cycling, badminton, and chess. Men's basketball Group B action from the local gymnasium. Serbia took on Turkey. The big matchup is what is a tough group here at Universiade. Serbia's 1-1 with a win over Australia and a loss to Canada. Turkey also 1-1, having beaten Hong Kong and then lost to Canada in overtime. Here a nice try by the Universiade. Turkey in front 2-1. But it would be all Serbia from there. Marko Lubicic kicks out to the corner to Nikola Dragovic, who knocks down 3 of this 14. Next, it's Vladimir Stimets who rebounds and scores. Turkey up 15-5 with 3:40 to go in the first quarter. Now it's Stefan Burcevic, 4-3. Great start to the second quarter. Good ball here by Turkey. And the ball heads back up the floor, and it'll be Burcevic with the dunk. A little bit of showboating afterwards. Ball ends up tipped to the hands of Burcevic. And he finished it off in style. Now a great pass from Lubicic to Dusko Budic. He finished it off. Serbia now up by 31. Turkey responds on a nice pass to Bora Kaku, who lays it in. Now in the second half, Turkey from the corner, that's Gurkan Batic for three. They try to battle their way back. Now Lubicic again finds a cutting Gurkovic, who finishes there. Stimac now with the layup. Serbia up 69-34. Now a kick out to the corner and Mladen Jeremy knocks down the three-pointer. 72-34, Serbia in front. Dimitrov from the corner, voting from the Serbian team. But they have every reason to do that as they walk away with a huge 84-36 win. Move their record to 2-1 in Group B men's basketball action.
女士们、先生们，下一场比赛的对阵双方是日本队和瑞典队。
Russia faced Japan in Group C men's basketball play at the main gym of the Universiade Center. Russia is 2-0 coming into this match with wins over New Zealand and the Philippines, while Japan is 1-1, having also beaten New Zealand, but also with a loss to the Ukraine. Opening tip won by the Russians. The ball will ultimately end up in the corner, but won't result in a whole lot as an air ball starts things off for the Russians. Now 25-24 Russia as time ticks down in the opening quarter. Time ticking down the shot clock as well. Japan forces up this three, so they're able to rebound it and then beat the game clock to knock down that one to finish the first quarter ahead 27-25. That was Takatoshi Furukawa. Now into the second quarter, 29-all. And great patience and ball movement here by the Russians against this Japanese zone. Ultimately, it'll open up Dmitry Golovin, who knocks down the 2 points just inside the three-point line. Now Russia up 41-33. And Golovin is left alone here, and he'll knock down the jump shot there to give them a 10-point lead. They would lead by 8 through 20 minutes of play. Now it's Ivan Nelyubov in the low post with a great spin and layup to put Russia back up by 10. They would lead 68-56 through 3 quarters. Anatoly Kasharov at the line now for Russia. He'll knock down that free throw. Now we see some great anticipation coming up here by Mikado Hijima. Takes the steal and then in the paint able to force up the layup. And trying to get back into this one. Now with time ticking down, Anatoly Kasharov will finish with the dunk. And that will be all the scoring in this one, as Russia walks away with a 91-73 win over Japan. We head inside the Shenzhen Gymnasium for Group C volleyball action between Brazil and Sweden. Swedish attack is blocked by Brazil, but their return attack goes wide. Point Sweden. Now set point for Brazil, and the Swedish serve goes into the net, giving the Brazilians the first set 25-15. Now Everson back to serve for Sweden. As they're up 7-4 here in the second set. Good sequence there for both teams, but that Swedish block just unable to control Wallace Souza, and the ball lands on the Swedish side. Now tied at 24 here in the second set. The Swedish tip is blocked and they can't dig it back up. Brazil takes a 25-24 lead. Set point now for Brazil. And Sweden will set up Lundgren with a huge kill to equalize things at 25. Set point again now for Brazil, up 27-26. Back set there by Sweden. But that attack is blocked. Set goes to Brazil, 28-26. Now jumping late into the third set, 23-15, Brazil leads. But a poor service return and Brazil pushes it to the floor, setting up match point. That serve, however, on match point would go long, keeping Sweden in it. And they would stay in it again on this one, as a violation on Brazil gives Sweden the point to make it 24-17. Match point again. This quick set attack by Brazil ends up out of bounds on the Sweden return, and Brazil will take this one in 3 sets, 25-15, 28-26, and 25-17. The men's 77-kilogram class in weightlifting took place on day 4 at the training hall of the Shenzhen Sports School. Agassi Agasian of Armenia first up to attempt 146 in the snatch. Great power there by the Armenian, and that's a clean lift for him. Next up is Vyacheslav Lastukin of Russia to attempt 150 kilos, having already lifted 145 in his first attempt. And with relative ease, Lastukin sets the mark at 150. We now move to the clean and jerk, and here's Agasian attempting 186 kilos as his coaches look on. Struggles a bit to clean it. There he is. Now the jerk, and he settles his feet nicely. That's a clean lift, confident lift. And that would be all he needed. Agasian of Armenia with a total of 337 takes gold. Lastukin of Russia with 332 the silver. And Viktor Karchenko of Russia with 331 the bronze. The Conference and Exhibition Center here in Shenzhen played host to the women's individual saber final, featuring Olga Karlin of the Ukraine and Bianca Pascu of Romania. Karlin was part of the team that won saber gold at the Beijing Olympics and is also the current European title holder. Pascu gets out to the early lead in this one. You see the Romanian coach looking on. But Karlin does start to fight back and equalizes it at 3. Back point there for Karlin on a great attack. You can see her quickness becoming a bit of an issue for Pascu. There's a bit of confusion as both athletes think they've scored a point. Ultimately, though, that one would go to Karlin, who started to build on her lead. Pascu trying to stay in it. Here again, some confusion as it appears both athletes have scored. And the judges will rule, and ultimately it is Olga Karlin who will take the gold medal in the women's individual saber final here in Shenzhen. She defeats Pascu of Romania. Wai Sum Ao Young of Hong Kong and Ji Yeon Kim of Korea each take bronze. You see the athletes here collecting their medals at the Conference and Exhibition Center here in Shenzhen. individual throw final featured Sheng Lei of China, currently the world #1 and who also won silver at the 2010 Paris Worlds. He's up against Martino Minuto of Italy. Lei would get out to an early 3-0 lead on the strength of that last attack. Minuto, though, battles back to tie things at 4 and continues to press with an attack there, though no points are awarded. And there again, Minuto, another attack, and Lei getting some instructions in terms of how to combat the Italian. Chinese coaching staff looking on nervously as well, as Lei knows he's in a tight one here, but Lei attacks there and scores to be up 13-10. Minuto would close it again to 13-11 before striking again. 13-12 now. And another strong attack by Minuto ties things at 13. Minuto now with all the momentum. And Minuto scores again there to take a 14-13 lead. And Minuto would score 5 unanswered points to take the gold medal over the heavily favored Sheng Lei of China. There you see Minuto receiving his gold medal. Sheng Lei, the world #1, will take silver. Jun Zhu of China, bronze, as well as Jun Hyo of Korea. From the Longdong International Cycling Course, track cycling is now underway at the Shenzhen Universiade. First event is the women's 500-meter individual time trial. Racers compete on the track alone, aiming to post the best time. First up is Lyubov Shulika of the Ukraine. See the strength needed to get that early push here in this time trial. As she comes up to her first split time, she is 2 100ths ahead at this point. She comes around, finishes her first lap, now 8 100ths ahead, picking up speed. She continues to build on her lead through 375 meters, now a 1/10 of a second ahead. And Shulika would come in and set a new games record with a time of 34.985 seconds. Next up is Jinji Gong of China. You can hear the partisan Chinese crowd urging her on. She sets a blistering pace in the first 125 meters, 4/10 of a second ahead of the time set by Shulika. Now coming into the bell lap, midway mark, she is almost a half second ahead of Shulika's pace. 375 meters, now dropping off a little bit, just under a half second ahead. She will come in across the finish line with another new games record. Just ahead of Shulika's time, it would be 34.910 seconds. So it's up to Victoria Baranova of Russia to set another games record to take gold. Her pace, though, on the opening 125 isn't quite as fast as she is 3/10 of a second back at the time set by Gong. At the midway mark, she's 5/10 of a second off the pace needed to take the gold medal. But through this section, she begins to pick up speed. Now 0.45 seconds back, and as she comes across the finish line, picks up speed again, but just not enough. She will finish 8 100ths back in 3rd place. So the gold goes to Gong of China, silver to Shulika of the Ukraine, and bronze to Baranova of Russia.
Pour les 500 mètres contre la montre féminin.
team badminton got underway on day 4 of the Shenzhen Universiade. Host China seen as a gold medal favorite, and they would be in Group A action here against Syria. First up, a singles match featuring Wen Kei of China against Mohammed Al-Mohammed Aklif of Syria. 17-3 now for Kei. Smash there, the return. And Al-Aklif just can't get on to that backhand. Now 18-3 in favor of Kei. Well positioned backhand by Kei, and Aklif just unable to get over to return it. Now at set point here, and that first set will go to China, 21-5. Now 4-1 in the second. With the deep clear, and a nice shot there by Aklif to make it 4-2. Kei in very good control of this one, and he will wrap up the match, winning the second game 21-4. We'll now move on to women's action. Fanghua Liu against Anastasia Hilal of Syria. And a game point 20-1. And
First
Liu
game
able
won
to
by People's
finish that
Republic
one
of China,
21-1 in the opening game. China in complete control here as Hilal takes some instructions heading into the second game. But it's again dominated by Liu, and she takes the second game 21-6. Now moving to men's doubles action, 20-8 right now, game point, and China takes that one. Now game point in the second game, 20-2, and that forehand does not clear the net, and China takes men's doubles, 21-8, 21-2. Now women's doubles, 20-1, China leads, and they would finish off the first game, 21-1. Now game point in the second one, 20-5, China ahead. There by Syria, but China able to drop that one over. They will take women's doubles, 21-1 and 21-5. That'll wrap things up. It's mixed doubles. And the smash there by Tian Li.
Over 20, match point 7.
Gives the point to China. Match point now, 20-7, China ahead. And that one will land in to finish things off. China wins easily over Syria, 5-0. Round 3 play now in men's and women's individual chess at the Plum Blossom Hall of the Shenzhen Convention and Exhibition Center. Here you see Andelya Stojanovic of Serbia taking on Irina Vasiljevic of Russia. Vasiljevic comes into this one with 3 game points, while the Serbian Stojanovic has 2. Vasiljevic would ultimately take this one to continue her strong play in the early going of this tournament. We now move to men's action. This is Avitik Grigoryan of Armenia taking on Michael Olszewski of Poland. Grigoryan had 3 game points coming into this one against the Pole Olszewski, while Olszewski came in with 2. In the end, it is Grigoryan who wins it, as round 3 in men's and women's individual chess wraps up.